Yo, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, the one chained to oblivion, returning yet again with another great video. Today we're gonna go in again on the VK albums. We're gonna be talking about some more Visual K albums. So today we're gonna be doing the top 10 underrated Visual K albums. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. First up on this list, we have Amadera by Lapita. Man, oh man, if you're looking for, some great Coda K, Visual K, Lapita has got you covered. I mean, these guys were far ahead of their time doing this, and Amadera is definitely one of their greatest albums that they put out, man. I mean, wow, you got stuff like Monochrome, you got BC on here, Acolyte. I mean, tons of great tracks, man. And with this, what I love about this is you have some mixture here. You have some extremely aggressive vocals, but it kind of mellows down here and there. But yeah, just overall a great album to boot, and yeah, definitely worth checking out. Next up on the list, we have Untitled by Sods. This came out right after The Rose God Gave Me. And it's a great follow up to that album, man. I mean, wow. Just greatness, considering that this came out literally a year afterwards and it just still has that same nonstop energy. If you like that previous album, then Untitled pretty much has all that same flavor in here. And yeah, just continuing that, that greatness, right? Keeping that consistency going. And speaking of Sods, next up on this list, we have Seven Deadly Sins by Sods. This was basically their comeback album because they were on break for a long ass time, right? Because they weren't touring for a good number of years. And then in 2010, man, they came back, harder than ever with this album, man. I mean, goddamn, this shit was just hitting. I mean, hit after hit, man. I mean, tons of great songs on the album. Um, Definitely different from Untitled and their debut album. Right. This is kind of pulling more into, the style of Visual K at that time. Especially if you're like kind of into Durden Gray or what have you. It pulls a little bit of that in here too. So definitely worth listening to. Next up on the list, we have the Hole in the Wall EP by Transic Nerve. Now, this one is pretty rare to find. A lot of the late Transic Nerve albums are really rare and hard to find compared to their early works. But this was kind of like their transition into what they would sound like with the Underneath. And yeah, it still has that bridge where it's like, yeah, they sound like Transic Nerve, but you can tell that the sound was starting to change and they were trying to transition and get even more aggressive. So if you're looking for an extremely aggressive album, then yeah, Hole in the Wall EP is definitely the way to go. Next up on the list, we have 321 by Zilch. With this album, this is technically not Visual K. It's technically considered alternative metal or what have you. And yeah, this is a rock super group that just happens to have Hide, but I'm counting it anyway because, man, it's Visual K in my eyes, so I don't give a fuck. But yeah, 321, man. This album was one of Hide's last records, and considering like where this man was at the time, um, just an incredible album all around, man. Just tons of great songs on the album, and just doing stuff differently. I mean, Hide was always a trendsetter. He was always trying to figure out different ways, different directions he can go with his music. And I feel like with this album, it really showcased that. It really showed his range. And man, still being able to do the aggressive style, but also kind of mellow out with other songs or what have you. You have songs like Psyche on the album. You have Space Monkeys from Japan. I mean, you got tons of great songs on the album. Anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Words from Mind by Gala. I've talked about one of Gala's albums before. And this one is their debut. Now, this one is definitely leading into something that's a little more mellow, a little more chill, a little more classic Visual K. So if you're looking for something, not aggressive or what have you, then Words from Mind is definitely an album worth checking out. Wow, the vocalist on this album, man, like he is really going out of his way to sing beautifully. Anyways, moving on. Next up on the list, we have Freeze by Pyro. I feel like Freeze gets overlooked a lot because Pyro just has so many great albums, but don't sleep on Freeze, man. Freeze has a good range, just like with the Sods albums, where they turn the fuck up. They go all the way aggressive, and then they just, kind of slow it down and, go in between. And most of the songs on this album, is like that, like Smiley Skeleton and Freeze and what have you. Just great all around. Next up on the list, we have Nero Spiral by Kirito. Now, this was an album I've been vouching for a long, long time. Definitely one of Kirito's best solo works. I've talked about his most recent album in my last video. And yeah, with this one, this wasn't even his first rodeo because he's done solo stuff in the past before. But when he came back to do these new set of albums, I'm like, there's a little more feeling with these, and he's definitely trying to go for more conceptual ideas. Where he's usually talking about politics, or he has a theme in mind that he wants to go in for. So yeah, just a great, great album all around. Next up on the list, we have Music by Gilgamesh. If you're looking for something that's kind of new metal esque or alternative metal for Visual K, the music's got you covered, man. I mean, Gilgamesh has some great albums, but I feel like music is really, really overlooked, man. I don't think most people even talk about this album, but I'm like, there's tons of great songs on this album, man, and it's very, very consistent as well. So if you want that new metal style sound, then this album has got you covered 100%. And last but not least, we have Byron by Screw. Screw was a Loud K band from back in the day, and they were accused of being like a Duran Gray clone, as many, uh, as well as many other bands at that time. But for me, I feel like Screw does have a unique sound. I don't think they just sound like Duran Gray, and especially with this album, just great, great album all around. Love the artwork for it, and yeah, just a really cool album for the Loud K style. And yeah, with that being said, those are my top 10 most underrated Visual K albums. Man, oh man, tons of great albums on this list, man. If you haven't checked them out already, if you haven't listened to them already, now's your chance. Now's your time to, give them a try, check them out, see which one you vibe with the most, see which one you like the most, right? And yeah, it's just a great way to expand and just look into different sounds, look into different styles and aesthetics, and just enjoy the album for all it has to offer. But anyways, with that being said, Hideyuki here, the Rebelling Rose, and until next time, I'll see you.